Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 1v1. I haven't done one of these in a while, and before I actually start getting into any of this analysis or gameplay or anything, oh man, it's been a busy week. I actually was not expecting to be this busy, and I was hoping to get out other videos, and yeah, so basically on Sunday I ended up working in the evening, and I wasn't able to work on the weekly highlights like I had hoped that I could. Um, And actually, I ended up recording for the camera work of the video almost an hour of footage that I still have to go through, which is honestly the longest I think I've recorded anything for weekly highlights for some reason. So yeah, there's that, which is going to take me a while. And then on Monday, I had an appointment, and then while I was in town, I decided to hit up some friends who were back from college for the summer and just see if they were free, and I ended up hanging out with them on Monday. And then Tuesday I was just busy the entire day. Basically woke up, went to work, came home, showered, went to dinner with friends, and then went back to one of their places and hung out until like 3 in the morning. So I really wasn't able to get anything done. And then yesterday when I decided to stream a little bit because I haven't uploaded or had necessarily the time to, it didn't go very well. It was like an hour, and I was really tired, and Duke didn't have the best day either. And I even tried recording ranked 2s with Kimball last night, and it didn't go bad. It's just that it was not very entertaining to watch at all. Not necessarily that the games were terrible. I think we had like a 60% win rate or something like that. We won over half the games, but we were both tired. He just got back from Mexico like a few days ago or something, so it really wasn't very usable, so I just decided to scrap it. Thankfully, I did play these 1v1s and didn't do too bad, and was able to like focus on it a little bit. So that's kind of been my week, and hopefully today I'm going to try to just iron out a lot of editing on the weekly highlights and try to get that out by the end of the week. Is kind of the plan or hope. By end of the week, I mean at least by Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna get it out by tomorrow or even tomorrow evening, because I just have so much stuff that I need to go through in that. But here we are, finally back with another video. It's been a little while, and I'm actually been getting back into 1v1s a little bit more. I've even watched a little bit more of Johnny Boy's VODs and a few streams here and there, just to kind of like see and observe what other much higher level people are doing and like how they approach ones, basically, because I think that's helped me out a lot. And just trying to adapt while I'm playing in 1v1s is super important, because if you just kind of throw yourself at a wall and do the same thing over and over again, you're probably going to get countered at one point or another. So it's good to adapt. All that being said, we can finally get into the gameplay. Tied up here, 3-3, about half the game gone. Seems like a pretty good point to start from. There, I just pretty much beat him with speed. I didn't expect to hook around the ball and get that in the goal and get that over him, but it just kind of worked out in the end. I think most of my kickoffs have, as well, had been going pretty good. And that was just a really nice quick turn. That's something that I wouldn't have normally done in the past, but just watching other people play and observing, it's definitely helped me like try to get more of my mechanical game in line with my decision making, because my decision making is not very good at all, to be honest. That's a good example. It wasn't a bad idea to challenge, it's just the way that I turned put me in a really poor position. Getting that demo though was crucial. That was a really, really poor attempt at a bounce dribble, and ends up leading into a goal because he had good challenge. That's something that I noticed just while I was even playing these games, is that I had a really hard time getting a bounce dribble. Like, I could get the first one started, but then after I tried to continue bouncing it, I'd usually just kill the ball on the ground and have to go for like a low 50-50 or something. That was just a really nice, smooth transition from the wall to get the ball, or to get my car underneath the ball as it was bouncing and then flick it over him. It was a bit slow, but I think he was too close to me to really react to it very well. I was hoping that I could get the boost and then flick it on more. But since I was able to at least get it on my hood, just flick it towards net, make him make a save. I really would have been much better off just to play keep away with that. I do kind of end up doing that and taking his boost, but I should have avoided the initial shot on goal, because there was not really any point in doing it. Here I'm in a really awkward position. I think one thing that I really struggle with is defending along the walls in 1v1s, because I put myself in a bad position. However, he missed the goal and ended up kind of falling into my goal. And I knew that I had way more boost than he did, so all I had to do was just beat him with speed and get to the ball first. I decided to change it up there and attack quickly because I'd been shadowing him, I think, most of the game. There, I just want to go for boost because I don't think he's got very much. I wanted to turn quicker and then realized that he was really close to the ball. Again, just a really poor challenge. Had that been a better challenge and I'd made contact with the ball and turned towards the ball properly, it would have been fine. It probably would have just been a 50-50 in the corner. But since I completely missed my turn, then it didn't work out well. That's basically a kickoff goal from the same position. Same thing happened. Nothing really to talk about there. He almost got in front of me to block it, but I think he dodged too far past the ball on that one. That was a pretty clean kickoff win there. I wanted to hit it out just a little bit with my touch off the wall, but it's too far. And then that 50-50 was just really poor. Again, defending when they're in the corner along the walls or in goal like that, I struggle a lot with trying to put myself in a good position from there. Really neutral kickoff. He does kind of put it into my corner, but I just want to hit that up into the corner, buy time, get boost, and go back to goal. Here I'm just playing a little bit more cautious since I know I've been losing challenges and kind of going in haphazardly. I wanted to come off the wall and get under that, but didn't have a good takeoff. He ends up just shooting the ball at me. Had I caught that normally and didn't jump and like caught it on the side of my car, it could have been an easy 9th goal. Basically here I'm just like letting him do his thing, buying time, not really worrying about challenging the ball or anything like that. Just trying to waste as much time as possible so that he can't score 2 goals. And we do end up winning one I would say pretty handily, aside from some really dumb mistakes and poor challenges. Excuse me. I think as long as I can clean up my decision making and positioning, I could be a much better player than I am now. Mechanically speaking, I'm not too bad. This game, though, I definitely had a lot of struggles with it. I didn't get as much to the side of the ball as I had wanted to from there. I wanted to get more to the side of it and not under it so I could push to the side. That was a really, really good high flick. This play is just so dumb. What my initial thought was, which was horrible, was come off the top of the goal with momentum, drop down, flick it under, and scoop it out, when I could have just easily turned towards the ball and hit it out to the corner and been in a much better position. There I just kind of gave up the ball and let him take possession, and he's baiting me to try to come towards him, so I try to just back off and take the ball. I do like somehow set it down to him and give him possession again. Since I knew that he would probably take a quick shot, I decided to challenge early, and that's just a really poor decision right there. I believe he scores. Almost. I'm able to push that off the post, and unfortunately for him, he just kind of gets in the way, but he's able to get back and just take the boost. I'm shadowing back a bit far here, and I saw that he was going for a low 50-50, so I just tried to hit that out. I figured that he would attack me on that one. My initial dodge, I wanted to get much higher with a lot more power. And once I hit that, I basically just like tried to go after him. There, I just didn't have enough boost or speed really. I wanted to try to fake him out and force him to go for a challenge. I don't know why I really waited there on that side. This is just a really, really awkward play. Just trying to buy time. I don't have enough time to go get the mid boost, so I'm just kind of waiting for him to make a move. I'm surprised that he didn't come for a bump, but since I saw he backed off, I just wanted to clear the ball so that I could get boost and get back. And as he's landing, just get a quick demo. Had I taken a quicker shot, maybe I might have been able to score. He put the ball in kind of a questionable position, and instead of questioning whether I should go for it or not, I just went up. And thankfully it paid off, because I went up in kind of an awkward way. That was a really hard win for him. Honestly, a bit too hard. I see that he challenged early, so I just kind of waited behind there. That should have been an easy goal for me. It was wide open net. I wanted to like kind of... My initial thought was to hit that with the top of my car to like give it a little lob and drop it into the net, but I wasn't able to execute it very well at all. And really didn't get a very good drop on my car either. Again, I noticed that he's challenging early, and I wanted to flick it over him as soon as possible, but I wasn't able to get the ball on top of my car. One thing that I noticed halfway through this game is that he's playing really aggressive and challenging me, not necessarily faster than he should, but it was in a way that I could predict it. It's just that I didn't execute very well to adapt for it. That dodge kind of was a good example, but then I touched it in a really strange way and didn't mean to. That was like one of the most awkward goals I think I've ever scored. I wanted to doomsy dish it, and I don't think I had my dodge at the end of that jump off the wall. And thankfully for me, he was just kind of there in my way. Again, second missed open net. That could be 4 goals for me, and not necessarily a comfortable lead, but at least something. There, I didn't know whether my 50-50 would stick and work there, but it ended up working in my favor. I just couldn't get the ball on the side of my car and turn fast enough. Again, another misplay. Had I caught that ball and brought it up the wall, there wouldn't have been really any danger there, but since I missed, it gave him an open shot. I thought about challenging quickly. I wasn't sure. I kind of just waited for the patient game there. That was a really good save from him off the wall. I didn't think he'd be able to make it. I wanted to turn and challenge really quickly, and then I just saw that he was waiting behind the ball. And because I pre-jumped with no boost, I was in a really poor position, and he had a really good dunk on me and read. Again, not a great kickoff. It's kind of been like a 50-50. Most of the time, either I'm winning the kickoff or he's winning the kickoff. There's not really been any middle ground throughout the game. There's been a few neutral ones, but not very many. Another pretty bad kickoff for me. I am able to get back though and at least put it to the side. One thing that he was doing a lot, which having watched more pro players now that I've seen, actually, especially someone like I've seen Lethamir do it and Squishy quite a bit, is that was an incredible save. I don't know how I managed to actually get that with like no boost. In that they will take it back to their corner or like play keep away a lot and not necessarily try to push the ball down the field. And it tends to work because you end up having more control over the ball. And at this point I just kind of gave up. I mean, it wasn't really anything for me to do. There's no way I'm coming back from 3 goals unless I put one in really quickly. But that may be something that I started to consider more, or putting into my game from here on out, is taking more control of the ball and keeping it away from my opponent so that I have possession more often than they do, whether it means in my half of the field, their half, whatever. Something that I've definitely, like, after seeing more and more high-level 1v1s, started to take it into account a bit more. Because you get different styles, like people who do that or take possession, and then you get others like Lachino, or I can't think of others, maybe Dapper, who like play extremely fast. Devo's also another good one there, who just play super fast and almost kind of reckless. But with all that being said, I'm gonna leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. My uploads should kind of start to roll back to normal a little bit. The highlights video might be a little late, or like almost a week late, I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to get it out. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Later.